Alright, let's talk about something wild happening in baseball right now, the 2026 Boston Red Sox. And I'm not just saying this as a casual observer, this story is fascinating. Here's the deal, since the end of June, the Red Sox have gone from being the team that couldn't win to the team that can't lose. I mean, think about that for a second. They were 14 games under .500, 15.5 games behind the Yankees, and now they're breathing down the Yankees' necks, just a half game back. What makes this really interesting is the sheer unpredictability of it all. It's like watching a sports movie where the underdog script gets flipped mid-season. Personally, I think this is one of those stories that reminds us why we love sports, the chaos, the comebacks, the how did that even happen moments. Now, let's break this down. Since June 25th, the Sox are 31-5. Let that sink in. They've won 26 of their last 29 games, including a franchise-tying 15-game winning streak. In July alone, they went 21-4, the best month in their 126-year history. And get this, between July 7th and August 6th, they went 16-0 against playoff-caliber teams like the Yankees, Rays, White Sox, and Dodgers. That's not just luck, that's something else entirely. One thing that immediately stands out is how this team has defied all expectations. They fired their manager and 6 coaches after just 27 games, and their new skipper, Chad Tracy, didn't exactly light the world on fire at first. But then, boom. Something clicked. What many people don't realize is how this team is being compared to some of the most iconic Red Sox squads in history. Think 1967's Impossible Dream team or the 1988 Morgan Magic Sox. Both of those teams fired their managers mid-season and went on insane winning streaks. But here's the twist, those teams had star power, guys like Carl Yastrzemski, Wade Boggs, and Roger Clemens. This 2026 team? Not so much. Their lineup is filled with names like Monasterio, Siegler, and Sogard, players who were grinding it out in the minors. Jarren Duran, one of their regulars, has been struggling all season. Their catchers? Abysmal at the plate. And yet, here they are, the hottest team in baseball. From my perspective, what this really suggests is that baseball is as much about momentum and chemistry as it is about talent. I mean, they just traded for Adley Rutschman, a legit star, but this surge started long before he arrived. It's like they found a rhythm, collective belief that they could turn things around. If you take a step back and think about it, this is the kind of story that makes you wonder, what's the secret sauce? Is it leadership? Luck? Or just a bunch of guys who refuse to give up? This raises a deeper question, can this last? Are they for real, or is this just a hot streak that'll fizzle out in the playoffs? Personally, I'm leaning toward the former. They've already beaten some of the best teams in the league, and their pitching has been lights out. But here's the thing, baseball is unpredictable. Just ask the 2025 Patriots, who went from back-to-back 4-13 seasons to the Super Bowl, only to get crushed by the Seahawks. So, while I'm all in on this Red Sox story, I'm also bracing for whatever comes next. A detail I find fascinating is how this team has flipped the narrative on their season. They went from being written off to being called the American League pennant favorite by USA Today. That's a massive swing, and it's a testament to how quickly things can change in sports. It's also a reminder that sometimes, the best stories are the ones nobody saw coming. So, here's my closing thought, this Red Sox team isn't just a baseball story, it's a reminder that in sports, and maybe in life, nothing is set in stone. They've rescued our baseball summer, and whether they win it all or not, they've already given us something to remember. What do you think? Is this just a hot streak, or are we watching the start of something special? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to hear your take.